Alright, I am back at it again. More global challenge. We're doing pretty good. We're 5-1 so far on a 4-win streak. I'm happy with how this is going. There are some little slip ups early on, but we've found our rhythm. Okay, Talonflame, Gardevoir, Kangaskhan, Raichu, Milotic Garchomp. How do I want to approach this? I think it's got to be these two on the lead, and I want that Sylveon. No, Raichu's interesting. I think I still want to bring Rotom, and I just have to play around the Raichu. Or maybe I bring Aegislash. Or Garchomp. Honestly, it could be either of them for that back slot. My heart's leaning towards Aegislash. This might leave us a little Garchomp vulnerable. But that's just what the vibes are feeling like. Alright, no Garchomp in the lead. I'm just gonna fake out my Lodok. I don't want it getting set up on anything. Meanwhile, I feel like I could get a good Sylveon setup going here. I think I can get some Calm Minds going. No, they might have a fighting move that they can use on Lopunny. I think they're gonna go for that. Fake out though? Or are they? What are they doing? What are you up to? Okay, they go for the second fake out. Now we can do the fun thing of encoring them into fake out. And I set up that Calm Mind. Okay, this is going well. This is going well. See, I think this is going to be a really game that it shows that Lopunny is a shining star. They're going for that Mega Evolution now, but like, I don't know why they didn't do that earlier. Because now I just get to encore them into Fake Out, which they cannot use. So they are going to have to switch out or struggle. They go for Coil. Honestly, this is just another Encore. I can get up another Encore and a Calm Mind. Right? Like, do I even need to Calm Mind? No. I don't need to Calm Mind. I feel like the one is already good enough. I feel like I just want to start hyper voicing whatever is going to switch in here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your coil isn't gonna help you if you're just forced to infinitely coil. And look at that. Yeah, and okay. I don't want Lopunny to go down here. That could be a Scarf Gardevoir, is what I'm thinking. And if so, I want to maintain my Mega Lopunny. So, Aegislash just feels pretty good here. Yeah! Alright, yeah, that is a very easy we tank those. My Lodic uses Coil, but again, the infinite coil shall not save you. The infinite coil might actually work for them because they can fake out here. But it's fine. Actually, it is fine. Let's Poltergeist here and Hyper Voice, just in case they don't go for that fake out. They're probably gonna fake me out. Yeah, they do. That is a lot of defense boosts, so we're really gonna need to... Do I have, who the fuck do I have in the back? It's Rotom, right? Okay, yeah, Rotom will be fine. Alright, and now I can just kind of Shadow Sneak here. Alright, Encore ended. That is fine. Because we just Shadow Sneak. And I'm gonna Hyper Voice. They're probably gonna end up hypnosising me. But I feel like I'm still getting the better end of the deal here. They protect. Alright, so they avoid my Shadow Sneak. They could also just be going for Muddy Water. Life Dew? That is not gonna save you, bud. I don't think that's gonna help. They do survive. But does Shadow... Okay, they're at high defense. Does Shadow Sneak still pick up? I want to see. Because, like, it's only 6%. Like, come on, it's gotta pick up. And they're obviously gonna switch into Kangaskhan for that Ghost immunity. Yeah! Okay, Aegislash is goated. That spell tag is goated. Yeah, Sylveon just doing most of the HP there. And I think this is a win for us. Double Protect. It just feels like the right move to do. We reset that King Shield. We can't get faked out on Sylveon. Fortunately, I didn't really get to click around, but I think that just goes to show that even without this gimmick, it is still a really legitimate team that is capable of holding its own. And that Mega Lopunny is able to support in more ways than just round. Alright, they Sucker Punch. I think Shadow Sneak should just take out Raichu, right? Like, it's Aegislash, it's strong enough. Yeah, there we go. There go for Body Slam. Like, sure, this will do some damage. But it's not enough to kill! I've actually got quite a decent amount of bulk on this Sylveon. Which is really nice. Like, physical bulk. It's 32 in defense. And it's got some HP as well. Five win streak, hell yeah. Let's keep the train rolling. Alright, Rain with Venusaur. Is this Mega Venusaur Rain? Because that would be annoying. Mega Venusaur is actually a tougher matchup, I will admit. And Rain. Okay. This might not go very well. Yeah. I think it's gotta be that. I wish Aerodactyl could do more damage. I find myself disappointed with the damage it does, but... You know, it's what we got. It used to be Mega Aerodactyl on this team, but I didn't want to have to rely on having two Megas. And originally Lopunny was a Dragapult, but I realized I kind of wanted Fake Out and Round on the same Pokemon. And the Encore is also a nice bonus. Plus, it means I can condense the slot and not have to run Sneasler. Like, not that I don't want to run Sneasler, because it is just, like, the best one in this format. But just having that compression, that roll compression a little helps. It helps me be able to cover a more variety of matchups. Alright, it seems like they're on a little win streak of their own, so let's see if we can break that. Venusaur Archaludon. Okay, I think I just want to set up a Tailwind here. It will give our Archaludon an opportunity to attack, but I think we just kinda gotta let it get an opportunity to attack. At least we are applying pressure on that Venusaur, which is gonna be the... I think one of the key threats we're gonna need to remove here. They take out our Archaludon. Actually, no, this is really great for us. Alright, setting up the Tailwind here actually really works. I'm very happy with how this is turning out so far. Because Basculegion is also the other big threat. They protect! I could go for Encore, but I think I just want to take out Basculegion. I think I just want to close combat Rock Slide. Because Venusaur isn't applying too much pressure to these two right now. But Basculegion could be a little deadly. Alright. Ooh, that's good damage. Now we hit our Rock Slides. Okay, we hit it into the one that mattered a bit more. No, I'm fine with it missing Venusaur if it means Basculegion is just taken care of. They Leech Seed, but honestly, they aren't missing any health. So all they're really doing here is breaking my Sash. Meanwhile, like, they break my Focus Sash and I took out one of their key sweepers. Our Archaludon comes out next and, like... I just want to close combat it, and I'm gonna switch out that Aerodactyl, just so they don't continue to get Leech Seed. And close combat will do a pretty big chunk. Or they protect and let me just go for Encore? Nice. You know what? I love that. They Sludge Bomb into that Lopunny. Oh, it kills. So no Encore. No Encore. Which is a little unfortunate. I would have loved to get Encore up. But now, I think I'm just going to Calm Mind. Alright, I moved first. Maybe I shouldn't have Calm Mind because of that tail end ending, but... I want to make sure I have a little bit of survivability and can survive the attacks that are going to be coming in to this Sylveon slot. But I might be overestimating my bulk a little bit. Alright, Flash Cannon. Okay, even with Calm Mind, that still does more than I was hoping. Oh, they go for Leech Seed. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're what the kids these days are calling Bing chillin'. I'm gonna protect and switch into Aerodactyl, so because hopefully if I get another Tailwind up, that Sylveon's Hyper Voice can kind of start doing damage. I really should have just gone for the damage. I'm honestly not sure if bringing Sylveon was the right move, but I kind of just like showing it off. I like my Sylveon, what can I say? I imagine they're Flash Cannoning. Yeah, and not into Aerodactyl. Actually, maybe it would just be better to... No, I want that Talent up. I want to make sure Sylveon at least gets some damage off. It just kills our Chaludon! That's what we like to see! And we live a Sludge Bomb. Okay, the Calm Mind actually is paying off. Alright, Sinistra's Hospitality. But now we just kind of do a little Wing Beat and a Hyper Voice action. And we're just really, really solidly positioned here. They did go for Protect. Maybe I should have attacked the Sinistra, but it's still not going to love taking this Hyper Voice from Sylveon. And Aegislash in the back should be enough to win the game. Matcha, they Matcha and Gotcha. Sylveon goes down. They burn. Okay, that's like the worst case scenario for us, but like... we're still in such a good position. There's Shell Bell. Interesting. Notably, they're still not, they're not surviving a Poltergeist. And I don't know if Venusaur is actually going to be able to deal with this. Even with Leech Seed, I don't see it being able to deal with Aegislash. Yeah, probably should have just dual Wing Beam into Sinistra, just for the assurance, because there was always that chance of the Protect on Venusaur. Alright, we do hit our Poltergeist. So Venusaur, it's gonna have to pull out something really crazy to win this game. And I don't think that's happening. Giga Drain, okay, it does KO Aerodactyl, and they do heal a bit of health. I don't see a point in King's Shielding here. Because if anything, that just gives them a chance to set up a Leech Seed into me. Because it will not block that Leech Seed. And their attacking moves... Okay, I should have gone for the King's Shield. Like, this is fine. That does a lot more than I expected. We're fine? Okay, good. It didn't miss. I got worried there for a second. Poltergeist always scares me. But no, we're chilling. Hell yeah. Aegislash? I'm really liking Aegislash right now. Six win streak. We're getting up there. We're almost into the 1600s. Which would just be awesome to be in there. The ranking, not the year. I feel like living in the 1600s would be awful, but... Luckily, I live in a time period where I get video games. Alright. We're doing some shenanigans with Lopunny. We're doing shenanigans. I have decreed. I have decided. Alright. Whew, I'm excited. I feel like this is a pretty solid matchup for me. Like, it's a team I played against, or team type I played against a lot. And so I know what shenanigans I'm able to get away with here. Oh, they're fresh. They're 1500, so I have no idea. This is their first match. Yeah, here we go. I want to pick out one of them. I think it's Aerodactyl. But honestly, just a Calm Mind. I wouldn't mind a Calm Mind. Because it will help protect me against that Charizard. Unfortunately, Fairy types are resisted by Fire, but at +1, I should still be doing a respectable amount of Charizard's health. They go for Protect. They double protect. I am fine with this. This is a free Calm Mind for me, and the next turn, we just watch this drive. Death Destroyer of Worlds is online. Now watch this drive. I can't stop saying that. That's been one of my little, like, vocal stems that has gone into my vocabulary recently. But, okay, they Mega Evolve here. They Mega Evolve here, but it doesn't matter because I'm getting the kill on their Aerodactyl. Which is one of the nice things about this round combo is I can deal with Sash Aerodactyl before they're really even expecting me to. And now my Aerodactyl is in a prime position to go up against their Charizard. Heat Wave comes out, but since I'm Calm Mind, like, I take that quite well, even though they're in Sun, off of that 159 base special attack. Sylveon is just kind of that goat. Alright, Sneasler. I can't double protect here. I think I'm just gonna... They don't fake out. They fake out. Okay. That they fake out. I don't know why I was so confident that they wouldn't. I should have just protected. But it's fine. We're all good. Now, I could go for the Rock Slide to take out Charizard, or I could go for their Sneasler. I think I'm gonna go for Rock Slide. I think Rock Slide. I'm getting a Rock Slide feeling. Yeah, they protected Sneasler. I made the right call. I could see it in my mind's eye. I'm Ursaluna Blood Moon. My ability is mind's eye. Hello, Rotom. I'm gonna just Tailwind here. Because I'm not sure if I'll outspeed this Sneasler is the thing, but I kind of just want to make sure... Maybe this is the wrong move. They are Scarf. Maybe that was the wrong move. Maybe I should have just gone for, Yeah, okay, I didn't outspeed this Sneasler. But Garchomp in the back, like... They only have a limited amount of PP on that Hydro Pump. Toe Nibbler cleans. Toe Nibbler cleans. Cleaning those feet that she's nibbling on. I don't know why I named her Toe Nibbler, don't ask. They're probably gonna protect Sneasler here. Yep, see, I knew it. Alright, yep, Dragon Claw does a solid half. They win for the Hydro Pump and Aerodactyl. They did not get it. And now, I really... unless Dual Wing Beat misses and they get, like, Dire Claw shenanigans, which it always could happen. I'm not, like, ruling that out, but... Okay, Dual Wing Beat hits. We are chilling. Another win! We're actually getting quite the streak going here. I think that makes us 8-1 so far. Alright, I think I'll do one more match and then take a little break. But yeah, 7-win streak. We're almost over the 2,000 barrier of entrance here. It would be nice if I could be in the top 1,000 at the end of this. Alright, get ready to battle Mint. Reminds me of a Mint Oreo. I like Mint Oreos. That's Alchemy. Okay, that's a team, if I've ever seen one. So, first things first, Lopunny seems really good here. So does Aegislash. Aegislash seems really good here. I don't see how this team, like, deals with it. It's not gonna be Sylveon, because of the Scizor that they're most certainly going to bring, but Rotom also feels goated. Like, these top three feel so goated in this matchup. It's just deciding which of the back I want to bring, and each of them have their advantages and disadvantages. I'm leaning towards Aerodactyl for that Focus Sash, though. So I think that's what I'm going to lock in. Meanwhile, Sylveon has that weakness to Bullet Punch from Sneasler, and Garchomp, of course, is weak to the Ice moves. And the two Fairy types. Yeah, it's going to be... but who do I want to lead? I think Rotom just feels like a solid lead here. I can just Volt Switch out into whoever I want. Alright. So here's something nice, is a Scrappy Fake Out. And just get that Volt Switch up and going. I think Aerodactyl Rock Slide would be really nice here. Alright, we get Fake Out. Or do I want to go into Agent Slash? Because I'm not exactly sure I want that potential Machagacha damage to break Sash. Yeah, I think it's gonna be AG Slash. I don't want Sash broken. That did way more than I would like it to do. And the healing is not... Admittedly, don't love that. No burns, though. So I think I'm actually going to switch back into Rotom. I want to reset Fake Out on Lopunny and just keep it alive before and hopefully get rid of this Sinistcha. And then I can just close combat the Frostblast later. They go for Rage Pepper. I imagine... Are they going for Blizzard, or are they going to try and Shadow Ball? Or they're just going for Veil. Honestly, I'm fine with that option. Alright. It is Citrus Berry, which means we can't use another Poltergeist. I imagine it might... No, it doesn't survive. Even under Veil, it doesn't survive. Aegislash is just that strong. I actually don't know my spell tag calcs very well, because I was on Leftovers before, but I was just like, I want the extra damage for my Ghost moves. And clearly I think that was a good call. Alright, Caesar comes out, but... Caesar comes out as the closet as gay. I could... I'm just gonna Shadow Sneak. I don't want them setting up. I could do the double protect, but... Honestly, this just feels... And they go for Blizzard anyway, so I can tank that. They're probably going to go for Swords Dance. I just really do not want to let that Scizor set up, because that's their way out of those. Yeah, see, what did I say? I'm going to double the Scizor. No. I'm going to Thunderbolt the Scizor, and I'm going to set up my King Shield. I think there's a chance they Bullet Punch into Aegislash, so it would be nice if I can catch them with that King Shield. Okay, they did go for Blizzard. I wonder what they're doing with Scizor. They're just going to get another thing set up? That could be very scary. Dual Wing Beat. Okay. Shell Bell. Okay. Okay, I see. This could be a problem. Okay. Okay. I'm saying okay a bunch, but like, I am worried. Would Sacred Sword pick up after Shell Bell healing? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to risk it with Poltergeist. Oh, they don't go for Bullet Punch? They might. Do they not have Bullet Punch? They. Okay, I move first. They managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Not that it was a guaranteed loss for me, but yeah, it was definitely could have gotten hairier. But I don't think they had Bullet Punch. I didn't even have to bring out Aerodactyl. And yeah, Scrappy Close Combat should always pick up here. But I'm also just Shadow Sneaking for the hell of it. Which also just picks up. Because Aegislash didn't want to mix out on the action. Alright! That puts it at, like, 8 now. 8-win streak, or 9-1 total? In the first 10 games? Like, that is really solid. That is really good.